videos okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Stepdad's been raping you since
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. I do not consent to be trafficked or sold, Mr. Perry. I don't consent. You never asked me. I don't consent to being sold online. I don't consent to being peeped on or hacked on or stalked. I don't consent to you contacting me or anybody I know. You and your little creepy club. Not you, not Dave, not Sanjay. Sanjay, you caused a whole thing last night, Sanjay. I don't even know you. You and Calvin. I've never introduced myself to you people. Don't know you. Don't care a fucking thing about you. And yet, you're up my ass. So, you're in a lot of trouble today. Both of you. Didn't consent to any of that. I'm a grown woman. I'm 53. I'm clearly at the age of consent. I have high grades in college. I'm in criminal justice college, Mr. Perry. I was raised in 4 generations of police. I was raised in it. I'm the first one that's caught your crime. You've done this crap to women all your life, you creepy little fuck. But when you do it to me, you get caught. David, when you do it to me, you get caught. Calvin, when you do it to me, you get caught. Sanjay, when you do it to me, you get caught. Nobody picked a fight with you. I moved here because my family's here. I wanted to get away from a monster, a serial killer, a peeping Tom, a voyeur, a sex trafficker, a child pornographer, and human trafficker. My job was to get him elected. I did my job. He decided to target me. That was the biggest mistake he's ever made. That was the biggest mistake he's ever made. Because since that time, the crime he's committing all his life that he covered up is not covered up now, is it? I have help. I couldn't do that by myself. There's no damn way. Help with a lot of power. So, but for you doing all that, Charles, I don't want to hear from you. You need to shut up. Listen to the words I'm saying. Everybody is sick and tired of hearing from you. No one has asked you what you think, have they? Everybody's sick of hearing it. Everybody hates you. You don't even know. My guy says last night, if they only understood the animosity that is building and building and building against them, the hatred towards them, they'd stay the fuck away from you. They don't understand it. These guys don't understand much of anything. They don't think anything through. They don't understand what's happening. You can tell by their reactions and their responses, they fucking have no idea what you just said about half the time. It's so easy, it's not even fair. I've never had criminals this stupid and this weird in my life. So, if you don't like that, fuck off. So, but for all of those criminal acts being committed, planned, and committed against me on a daily basis, We wouldn't do the podcast to document them. It doesn't do any good for me to say it after they do it. We have to say it the second we have the information that gets out. The second we have the information that goes out. We have to establish premeditation. We have to establish, and I told you so, we have to establish that they planned it, they got recorded planning it, and they can either prove that recording out or not. We don't wait till after, we do it, boom, right away. It's a threat. Now, when we find out, it's intended to also be a crime deterrent, dumbass. But you guys know we find out, and you do it anyway. It's so easy, it's not even fair. What day will they arrest you? What day will they arrest you, Charles? So, use allegedly, nobody's been found guilty in a court of law yet. Apply the but-for legal standard. But for me documenting the crime against me on a fucking every day. It's something. Apply the reasonable, prudent individual standard. We assert our constitutional rights. This video right here says a whole lot. First of all, he says, I'm glad she's okay. And I'm not, and you're getting told on because of it. Second of all, so when you guys run around, how'd she find out about that? How'd she know about that? Because I'm not okay, I'm going to repeat myself again. The longer I'm broke and not okay, the longer you're in my life raping me, the longer you invade my privacy, the longer Mike Neely's in jail, the more problems you cause and loss you cause and threats you are to me and my safety and my well-being, the longer you deprive me of basic needs and rights that a dog gets. Food and shelter. The more we get. You're interfering with my income. You're interfering with commerce and contracts. You're stealing my money. You've done it for years. We have a forensic account that has all that documented. Get the fuck out. When you do it to me, for now 7 years, every damn day, you get caught. Do you not understand that? When you do the crime to me, every day, for now 7 years. This has not happened once or twice, Sanjay. This has not happened for a week or a day or a month, Calvin. It has happened every day, all day long for 7 years. Almost a decade. If you can't spot a pattern by now, you really do need to be seen by a doctor. You're in a bad way. I get up first thing this morning, Perry types in my phone, we're getting you fired. We're taking your car. I'll come get you. I'm like, can you imagine waking up to that? You're just trying to look at your, check emails or whatever. And there's that. I said no. I said no. We get that you've made a terrible mistake. You sold something you had no business selling. You broke some very serious laws. You do that all day, every day. You are desperate for a lie. You look pathetic. And the insult to everybody's intelligence is getting us as much information as your cruelty to me and Mike. A lot of information that we get is due to somebody being really upset, disturbed, and pissed off that I'm sleeping in my car and that he's in jail and that I don't have food or shelter. You took it. That's what you do. You strip women down of everything they have. They're easier to traffic like that. We get it. You're caught, dumb fuck. You're caught. You're not getting away with fuck. Not since you did it to me. When you do it to me, it's different than all your other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. When you do it to me, you get caught. When you do it to me, you get caught. When you do it to me, you get caught. That's what everybody's pissed off about. Not that I called you Princess Cuckoo Bird or mentally retarded. You are. 7 years, you're caught every day. The information that we get in is very, very detailed and very, very specific as to what criminal act they intend to commit against me next. I'm going to get you fired. I'm going to take your car, and then I'll come get you and traffic you. And he expects me to go, oh, sure, okay. Fuck you. I said no. You didn't have the right to sell me to begin with. I'm sorry you jammed yourself up, and you've taken half the money up front, and you're waiting to deliver so you can get the other half. I don't care. That's your problem. Everybody's very angry at you that you did that. I wasn't supposed to find out. We hear you guys last night again. We need to try to get in her car while she's asleep and get her driver's license. We heard you. Because when you do this shit to me, you piss off a lot of people and we get more. And it's been that way every day for 7 years. I'm repeating myself again. Wow. And you can't figure out why they think you're mentally retarded. By the way, retarded means to be held back. That's the definition. It's a medical term. It's a medical disease. It's a medical diagnosis. It means you are held back. You've heard this, a phrase, I think they put on Facebook, the plant's growth was retarded due to lack of sun and water. So we spot your patterns the second time you do it. Why is it taking you 7 years? When you go at me, you commit a crime against me, you plan a crime against me, you pose a threat to me. There's a whole lot of people that want me to be okay with a lot of power. They have power. Mr. Perry, Sanjay, Calvin, David. And they get worried. And they start going to work. They're getting a lot of pressure to wrap this up and arrest you so I don't have to live like this anymore. Once you're gone, I won't be broke again. They are doing for me what you wouldn't do. Sir, you need to learn. He goes, I'll tell you one thing. When you listen, for us, we're men. We don't like men. We don't understand men that feel the need to beat down women to feel tough. We don't get it. We don't understand that. So, when we hear those men talk about you, we want to pop them in the lips, right in the mouth. Just give them a little pop. Learn how to be a gentleman. Learn how to be a gentleman. No one cares about your fucking mommy issues. Here's a tissue. We'll get you a tissue. Go to a shrink. Get over it. Grow a pair and act like men. Be gentlemen. Have some class. Have some dignity. Get off your Jerry Springer show. No one cares about your child abuse. A lot of people are child abused. Lonnie Athens, the criminologist, says 99.9% of the population is not violent offenders. The 0.1%, I was child abused. Yeah, and that might be true, but what about the 99.9 that were too, and they don't act like you? Lonnie Athens was one. He was abused severely as a child. You don't see him acting like you. You can't be normal. It makes everybody sick. Makes everybody sick. Rape, Charles. You're raping me. Every minute that you've robbed me of my privacy, every time you butt into something that's none of your business, every time you try to take something from me, every time you try to screw me over and cause a problem, every day of my life that you make me sleep in my car and try to take that too. Every time you pose a threat, every contact that you make with me, I don't like it. I said, get away from me. Get away from me. Everything you try to do to me, we catch it before you do it. 9 times out of 10. Because you're pissing everybody off. Everybody wants me to be okay, and you're making me not okay. People don't like problems, drama, stress, anxiety, loss. That sick feeling when you want to throw up because you're watching one person hurt another. And they don't like those who cause it. And this is not rocket science. We all learned this in daycare. It's very frustrating to talk to someone who can't understand a fucking thing you said. Just like this guy. He wants to talk to her. And she's like, I don't want to talk to you. And me saying that should be enough. And saying it one time should be enough. He doesn't even make sense. You can't reason with crazy. So what's he going to do? He's trying to talk her into doing something she doesn't want to do. Just like you are. All you're doing is pissing us off. All you're doing is pissing us off. I said no. I said fuck off. No. And the more you pressure me, the more pissed off everybody gets. And you should know that by now, because it's been that way for 7 years. I said no. Fuck off. Now, you whining and crying like, oh, somebody wipe my ass for me. I'm a baby. She called me retarded cuckoo bird. You've been called worse, Mr. Perry, and a lot worse. Because people hate you all for what you're putting me and Mike through. Hate you. Disgusted. Disturbed. Hate. Animosity. You've been called much, much worse. That is not what everybody's upset about. What everybody's upset about is you're trying to traffic me against my will. You're trying to coerce me and force and push and bother and take and rob and ruin against my will. And you're breaking the law. You've been told to stop it. You need to control yourself and go act like a grown-ass man. Act your age. And get away from me. Get away from me. It is rape, just like he said. You're forcing yourself on me against my will, and you disgust me, you sick fuck. You disgust everybody. We can get information and you can't. So yesterday morning, we find out he's talking to somebody about twisting my words again, and the guy goes, that's not what she said, that's not what she meant, and you know it. Stop trying to twist her words. So stop trying to twist my words. You need to get a life, you bizarre bore. Second thing that happened is I was again supposed to be pulled over. To know that I'm not at, somewhere at home, or, I finally got a hotel room for a night, or I'm at a restaurant eating, or that I'm out driving. You'd have to be a peeping Tom, which is a felony, and a hacker, another felony, Sanjay. To know where I was going to be, or to have your guy order something for, and get around an algorithm and get me as the driver so that I go down the route where you got a cop ready to pull me over. It's illegal. Fucking cut it out. And we're hearing more and more, a lot of officers don't want to be your bitch. One of them said, the guy's wacky. I'm not going to put my name on a wacky guy's bad idea. Let someone else do it. I'm not going to do it. You're pissing people off. We can get information like that, and no one will help you. No one will help you. Everybody's sick of you people, and we all want you gone. Just go away. Go away. When you're gone, I'm not under threat anymore. I'm okay. When you're gone, I won't be broke ever again. Because you won't be around to make me be broke. My guys were like, some of these guys that are in this deal and they watch you in the privacy of your home in a very sick, vulgar way, rape you. They think they know you. They don't fucking know you. We know you. We've seen you in your life when you're able to thrive in your career and socially, when you're not under threat and stress all the time, when you're just happy and free and able to just go at it, go after that career, go after those, have fun, normal social interactions where everything's not a sting up, where you have to be real careful about what you say and to who you say it, worried that you're going to say something to one of his people and it's going to get back to him and he'll use it to take and hurt and ruin. We know you when that was your life. They don't know you. They've not seen that side of you, and we have. They know fucking nothing about you. They're watching you be held underwater by a madman trying to make you drown, and you're thrashing constantly. Thrashing, trying to just breathe. That's the only Cindy they've seen. They've not seen you. You just being able to be you and just talk to people, and it's a normal conversation, and no harm is going to come from it. Every conversation you have is dangerous. It could get you killed. So, they've only seen that part of you, and that's not even you. So these people really pissed us off sitting around. We know her. They don't fucking know shit. We do. We've known you all your adult life. And we're sick and tired of this bitch. We're trying to hurry up and arrest this guy so he can't do this to you anymore. We're getting a lot of pressure to do it. There's a way that we want to do this thing so that there is no more threat to you. There's no more threat. You're not living in your car, and he's trying to take that too. Types in my car this morning, I'm taking your car and getting you fired, and I'll be there this weekend to traffic you. Wow. No, I don't think so. I wasn't supposed to know you sold me, and I do. The longer I'm broke, the longer you are in my life, the longer you pressure and push and coerce and ruin and rape and rob me, the more we get. And it's been that way for 7 years. You are truly, truly slow. Because you just go right back at it. And same thing, same results. Every day. For a decade. No, we don't even have words for that. My guys are like, it's so easy, it's not even fair. It's so fucking easy, it is not even fair. We've never had we've never had a group of men this weird and this stupid. And it is, we don't even know what to say to that. So, this guy, I don't have to talk to someone who can't understand a fucking thing I say. Your responses, all of you, are indicative of someone who didn't understand what was just said to him. What was just said to you. Like you have no fucking idea. It went right over your head. We're just like, oh my God, wow. And then this morning we get, they want Mike Neely to lie. It doesn't get him around the facts. She knew he was drugged before anybody else said it. The first responders hadn't been deposed yet. I said it in January, again in March 2020. First responders weren't deposed till May. That doesn't even get you around that. What do you want him to lie about? That they knew about it before, or that it was confirmed by first responders months later? I mean, come on with this. So people are equally as aggravated and growing angry at you all for the lies. Lots and lots of lies. You've lied to a lot of people about a lot of things that insults their intelligence, and they hate you for it. Hate you. They're angry at the suffering that you're causing me and Mike. Hate you for it. So we can get information like that, and you can't get shit. And by now, as many times as I've said that, and as many times as we say it and they show you, you gotta get it by now. You gotta fucking get it by now. When you go at me, we get more. It's different when you do it to me than when you do it to your other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. Also, he doesn't have any injuries on him. Also, I knew Mike's attorney was going to go into court and lie. He told the media one thing in July, in the courtroom a whole different story. And I said, don't make that argument, it's not plausible. I texted him, and he was concerned. How did she know? Because you guys were recorded talking about it, and I've said that. I've said that. Murder in the first degree of a police officer. What you're doing to me is retaliation, Sanjay. I'm sorry you got your feelings hurt, Sanjay. I mean, I don't know you. I didn't pick a fight with you. I came here to be with my family and not have a conflict. And to put all that in the past and move forward. Move on to the next thing. So you have come here and made problem after problem after problem and caused drama after drama after drama. And people don't like it. And so we can get information and you can't. Everybody's sick and tired of it. So, for the last fucking time, you stupid fucks, I'm going to tell you the cause and effect again. The longer I'm sleeping in my car, and you're trying to take that too, the more we get. Every contact Mr. Perry makes to me, the more we get, because I hate it. Sicko, get out of my phone, and shut up and go away. I didn't ask you what you think. No one understands why you think I care what you think. No one cares what you think. Everybody's very, very worried about me. If retarded and cuckoo bird isn't in, what do I use to make you leave me alone? If it's not those two words, what word? Tell me, what words do I say to make you fuck off? And I'll say them. I'll say them. Retarded means to be held back. Get over it. You are held back. Shouldn't take person 7 years to see a pattern. When you do this shit to me, you get caught. And you're caught. You're caught. The longer Mike's in jail, the longer I'm broke. The longer you're invading my privacy. The longer you're butting into shit that's none of your business. The longer you're planning the next crime against me, the more we get. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction, don't you think? David, can you think that through? I don't think you can. I think you're as slow as Charles. Because you also have been quoted every day for 7 years. Since the McNamara email. I didn't pick a fight with you, sir. I don't know you. I don't care to know you. I don't know any of you. And you sure shit don't know me. If you have been kind enough to argue on my behalf, thank you. I would love to meet you the normal way. I would like you to be in my life very much the normal way. I would very much like you to be able to see me be me. Thrive in my career. Thrive in my social life. And everything's not a sting up all the time. And I'm not stressed out all the time. Because someone criminals trying to take everything I have and ruin me and traffic me. I would like you to get to know that side of me. I would like you to get to know the side of me that's not thrashing, trying to breathe, because some fucktard is holding me underwater trying to drown me. I would like you to get to know that side of me like the guys helping me know me. It upset them that y'all were having that conversation, I guess. Somebody was talking about it. We know her, no, we know her, no, we... They were like, oh my God, that pissed them off. None of them know you. None of them know you. We know you. They're seeing a crisis, Cindy. We know the real Cindy. The real Cindy who's fun-loving, who jokes around and laughs and has a great social life. The real Cindy who's trusting and loving and kind and supportive. The real Cindy who's good in, if there's certain things she likes to do, she sets her mind to it, she's good at it. And when she has everybody, in her life supporting her, she can make things happen that just blow your mind. That's the Cindy they don't know, that we would like everybody to get to know. But these people don't know that Cindy. These people know crisis, always in a crisis, always stressed out, trying to breathe because someone's trying to ruin her. They don't know you. We know you. So when you call around and nobody will tell you anything, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Now, I've told you the cause and effect every day for years, David. You need to get there faster. You want Mike to lie about, what? That I knew you guys drugged him before first responders were even deposed? Or that I knew or that they confirmed it? Or that Gene Mitchell was going to make some bullshit story that you told him to say and change it from what he told media months before into a courtroom to get a wrongful conviction? And I knew it and he wanted to know how. He didn't ask me in the deposition. Why not? You want him to lie about that? I mean, what is it what do you think? Who do you think you're fooling? Everybody's as angry. The animosity is building as much for you lying to people as it is and insulting their intelligence as it is the way you're treating me and Mike. The cruelty. Can you imagine when someone finds out you lied to them? When I say you're called a whole lot worse than mentally retarded and cuckoo bird. Whole lot worse. That would be that. That would be when. And that would be why. We're just like, everybody's sick of you people. Sick of it. Sick of it. Sanjay, I didn't do anything to you. I don't know you. You've done something to me and you got caught. We'll get you a tissue if you're pissed off about it. You wanted to retaliate. They said the thing about pulling me over last night was your idea. You and Calvin. Calvin, I don't know you either. Never met either one of you that I know of. What are you upset about? What have I done to you? Nothing. Leave me the fuck alone, Mr. Perry. I said no. You don't have my consent. I'm at the age of consent. I'm a whole lot smarter than you. I'm the one catching your crime like nobody's ever done in your life. You forget who it is you're talking to and who you're dealing with. You need to write it down. You need to write it down. Everybody's sick of this. So, I'm going to say it one more time. We got the information about Mike. We got the information about you wanted to take my driver's license right out of my car. We got the information about the pullover last night. We got the information about you trying to twist my words. Again and again and again and again, it's the same thing. It's same as the McNamara email. You've deeply disturbed and disgusted people, and the animosity against you is growing. And my guy goes, if they only knew how bad it is, they wouldn't have anything to do with you again. They fucking don't know. They don't understand. They don't even understand what you just said half the time. So, I want no contact with you, Charles. The more you contact me anyway, the more we get. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction. And every time we get some actionable intel and your attorneys have to read through it, you pay for that in billable hours. Every time you take 1 penny of my money, I lose an eyelash because of you. 1 minute of my time. You cause one problem, one ordeal. Everything's a deal. Everything's a problem. Things that are fun are a nightmare and unfun when Charles, Dave, and Calvin and these bitches walk in the door. And so everybody wants that stopped. Everybody's worried about me, not your hurt little feelings because I called you Princess Cuckoo Bird. You're as cuckoo bird as it gets. And that is not the problem. The problem is you're trying to take my car. You've taken everything I own and thrown it in a dumpster. You've taken my homes more than once. You ruined my cars more than once. You've tried to, I'm sleeping in my car and everybody's sick and tired of watching you make me do that. You're trying to starve me. I go days without food. My guy says I'm going to charge him with assault. He expressed intent to cause bodily injury to try to make you say and do something against your will. And as far as I'm concerned, that is an assault. And every day that he does that to you, he's going to get charged. If you die, if you have some sort of low blood sugar reaction, or you freeze, or have heat exhaustion, he can count on a first-degree murder charge. I'll make it work. You'd be amazed what I can do. Get out. Get out of my life. You're all about death and destruction. And we get that. You made your point, and we got the first time you said it. And you're getting caught when you do it to me. That's the part that you're not getting. When you do it to me, you get caught. And you are caught. I wasn't supposed to know I was trafficked. I wasn't supposed to know you're trying to get my driver's license. I wasn't supposed to know you're trying to steal, take my car again. I wasn't supposed to know so many things. The McNamara email. But I do. Write that down.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Now, all of you act like you understood what I just said. Act like you fucking understood what I just said. I said the same thing every day. Charles, if being called mentally retarded, which is what, it's a medical term, and slow, mentally slow, a low IQ, can't put two and two together, can't think anything through, and Princess Cuckoo Bird, those are observations for the most part. But if calling you a name, if calling you Princess Cuckoo Bird is not how I make you leave me alone, what word do I use to make you leave me alone? That's the same thing I asked Dr. Russell. What combination of words do I use to make this fucker leave me alone? Because the words leave me alone don't seem to click for him. So what words do I use? Tell me and I'll use them. Otherwise, we keep getting information. Your attorneys, every time you do something to me or try to, your attorneys then got to read it, so you got to pay them for that. Again, at your criminal trial, they got to read it, and then you got to pay them for that. And you get caught, and run around trying to figure out how I found out. Same thing every day. Same fucking thing every day when you do it to me. Charles, get out. Get the hell out. The more you contact me, the more we get. The more you contact me, the more we get. The more you invade my privacy, the more we get. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction. And the more you pay your attorney to look it over. The more you contact me in any form at all, the more we get. When you started trying to take my home, I said, my guys are going apeshit on you. You need to leave me alone. We got Geppetto's name. We got Calvin's name. We got Blankenship and Desiree. We got Monique. We got Sonjay. We got Lucius. Names of people within your organization or who have had some sort of input, good or bad, in some way. And nobody will tell you one name of anybody in the need to know that hears you and gets horrified by what you're putting me through. Horrified. Now, act like you understood what I just said. Please.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.